The lion's large paw lands just a few feet from the fawn's hiding spot. The sudden, soft thud makes the little deer flinch. It presses itself flatter against the ground, its heart beating like a tiny drum. Its instinct screams at it to stay hidden, to be invisible. The lion stops. He has heard something, or perhaps smelled something new on the breeze. He tilts his great head, his ears twitching. He is curious. This is not the scent of a rival or the familiar smell of his usual prey. It is something different, something small. Slowly, the lion lowers his head. He pushes his nose through the blades of grass. And there it is, a small, trembling creature looking up at him with wide, terrified eyes. The fawn is frozen in fear. It has never seen a lion this close before. It only knows that this is a predator, a creature of immense power. The lion, however, does not see a meal. He sees something small, something that does not run away. His hunting instincts are quiet. Instead, a different feeling stirs within him, simple curiosity. He lets out a soft, low rumble, not a growl of aggression, but a sound of inquiry. He nudges the fawn gently with his nose. The touch is surprisingly soft. The fawn, expecting a fatal blow, is startled but unharmed. It takes a shaky step back, its long legs trembling. The lion watches its every move. He is not preparing to pounce. His body language is relaxed, almost playful. He seems intrigued by this tiny life form that has appeared so suddenly in his path. This is not how predator and prey are supposed to meet. The fawn, sensing no immediate attack, takes another tentative step. The lion mirrors the movement, lowering himself onto his belly. He lies down so his eyes are level with the fawn's. This simple action changes everything. He is no longer a towering monster, but a large, curious animal. He bats a blade of grass with his paw, like a kitten playing with a piece of string. The tension in the air begins to dissolve, replaced by a strange and fragile sense of wonder. The hunter has forgotten his role. The prey has forgotten its fear. From a distance, hidden behind a thicket of bushes, the mother impala watches. Her heart is filled with a cold, paralyzing fear. She had returned from the watering hole to find the worst possible scene. A lion, the ultimate predator, is with her baby. Every instinct in her body screams at her to run, to charge, to do something. But she knows she is no match for a lion. A direct confrontation would mean certain death for her, and it would not save her fawn. So she waits, trapped in a state of agonizing helplessness. The young lion is now fully engaged in his gentle game. He playfully swats his big, soft paw in the air near the fawn. His claws are kept safely hidden. The fawn, growing bolder by the second, watches him. It seems to have forgotten the danger it is in. It takes a little hop, a playful skip. The lion responds with a happy wiggle of his tail. He seems delighted by this new playmate. It is a bizarre and beautiful dance. The powerful hunter and the delicate prey, sharing a moment of innocent play under the morning sun. For a few precious minutes, the laws of the savannah seem to be suspended. There is no hunter. There is no hunted. There are only two young creatures exploring a connection that should not exist. The lion makes a soft chuffing sound. The fawn answers with a tiny bleat. They touch noses, a gesture of trust that defies all logic. It is a moment of pure, unscripted magic. A fragile truce has been declared in a world that is usually defined by a constant, brutal struggle for survival. But the mother impala sees no magic. She only sees the terrible risk. She watches her child's every move, her body tense and ready to spring. She knows this peace cannot last. The lion is still a lion. His playful mood could change in an instant. A single wrong move, a sound that is too loud, or a sudden return of his killer instinct could end this peaceful scene in bloodshed. The mother's gaze never leaves the pair. She is a statue of maternal fear, waiting for the right moment to intervene, knowing that moment might never come. The quiet moment hangs in the air, as delicate as a spider's web. The lion lies peacefully, his chin resting on his paws. The fawn stands close by, no longer trembling. It even dares to sniff at the lion's fuzzy ear. For this brief instant, they are equals. The sun climbs higher, warming the air. The sounds of the savannah grow louder around them, but in their small circle, there is only a profound silence. It is a picture of impossible harmony, a glimpse into a world where the lines between friend and foe have blurred into nothing. Suddenly, the mother impala can bear it no longer. The risk is too great. Her protective instincts finally overwhelm her fear. She takes a deep breath and makes her move. She does not run directly at the lion. That would be suicide. Instead, she bursts from her hiding place and runs in a wide arc. She stamps her foot hard on the ground, making a sharp, loud noise. It is a deliberate distraction. She is drawing the lion's attention away from her baby and onto herself. It is an act of incredible bravery. The lion's head snaps up. The peaceful spell is broken. The sharp sound and sudden movement reawaken his predator instincts. His playful mood vanishes, replaced by the focused gaze of a hunter. He sees the running impala. His muscles tense. The game is over. The real world has returned with a sudden, jarring force. The fawn, startled by its mother's call and the change in the lion's posture, finally understands its danger. The truce has ended. The mother calls again, a sharp, urgent cry. It is a clear command. Run! The fawn does not hesitate. It spins around and bolts, its long, clumsy legs moving with surprising speed. It runs directly towards its mother. The two are a blur of brown and white as they race across the grassland. They move with the desperate speed that only true fear can create. They are running for their lives, leaving the strange, peaceful moment far behind them. The natural order has been violently restored. The young lion watches them go. He makes a half-hearted move to give chase, but then stops. Perhaps he is confused by the sudden change of events. Or perhaps his earlier playful mood has left him with no real desire to hunt. He sits down heavily in the grass, his tail twitching. He watches as the mother and fawn disappear into the distance, their shapes growing smaller and smaller until they are gone. He is alone once more on the vast plain. The brief, strange friendship is over. He looks at the spot where the fawn had stood. The grass is slightly flattened. He can still smell its scent. He lets out a low, soft sigh. It is not a roar of frustration, but a sound of something else. Something that might be confusion, or even a hint of loneliness. He looks around, as if expecting the small creature to reappear. But the savannah is empty. The magic of the morning has faded with the rising sun. The world is back to normal. The young lion sits there for a long time, thoughtful and still. The sun beats down on his back. Other animals move in the distance, but he does not seem to notice them. He is lost in thought, perhaps replaying the strange encounter in his mind. We think we know the rules of nature. The strong hunt the weak. The predator kills the prey. But moments like this show us that nature is not always so simple. It is full of surprises, exceptions, and moments of unexpected grace. This fleeting truce between a lion and a fawn is a powerful reminder. It tells us that even in the wildest of hearts, there can be curiosity instead of cruelty, and gentleness instead of aggression. These rare moments do not change the fundamental laws of survival. The lion will hunt again. The fawn will learn to fear. But for one brief morning, they shared a connection that transcended their roles. It was a glimpse of another possibility, a fragile peace that for a short time was very real.